people, here we have Islands of the Damned, Given Up for Dead, Wake Island from Against the Odds. This is going to be a really quick playthrough. I'm not going to talk much about the rules, and I will probably make a couple of mistakes as I do this. This is my first playthrough. So first we go about the discovery phase. We roll 2 dice and we check which one is the highest roll. It's a 6, so basically we get to draw 6 chits and we resolve them one by one. So you can actually place them up here on a track which is out of the frame, but I'm actually going to use my Lilo and Stitch cup. So the first one that we get is a ship, a Japanese ship. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be deciding where this ship goes. We roll a 4, so it goes into the 4 box down here. We then take another chit. It's an ammo marker, which we put into the ammo dump. So this means that when we roll for attack, we can add a 1. Third chit is an army grit, and a Yankee grit marker, which lets us re-roll damage. We get another ship, the 29th Division. I rolled a 6. Sorry about that, my camera just gave up its ghost. So basically now what we have to do is we have to draw 2 more chits. We draw a Wildcat, which we place in the airfield, so they cannot attack just now. We would have to bring them up first into the air. For this we need fuel, which we don't have at the moment. And the last chit that we draw is another +1 to hit. So we have 2 ships. Now what's going to happen is the Japanese will move. So I roll 1 die and I roll a 6. So this ship will move here. And here I roll a 6 as well. So this ship will move here. And now we have the attack phase, because this ship over here is now in range of this area here. So it's a strength 3 ship, so I'm going to roll 3 dice. It hits on a 6, I roll 3, 3 and 2, nothing happens. Now I get to attack the ship, and I'm going to roll 3 dice, and I roll 2, 2 and 4, again, no hits. So that is the end of the first phase, of the first turn, I should say. So we roll 2 dice again. I roll a 5 and a 2, so it means we get to draw 5 chits. The first one is a fuel barrel, which is good because then we may be able to launch our Wildcat. The second one is also a Wildcat, very good. Third one is another oil. Fourth one is another oil. Fifth one, and yes, I promise there are ships in this cup, is an +1 to hit. Now we have the movement phase of the ships. We roll for this one first. The way this works is the closer a ship is to the island, this means it gets to move first. So this one gets to move into this area. This one gets to move into this area. So this one is now again in range, but now it hits on a 5 or more. I roll 3 dice and I get 1 5, so that's a hit. Now we have to determine where it hits. And it hits, and I roll a 2, so basically it hits the headquarters, which is not good, because when the headquarters get hit, this means that I think I lose 2 garrison points. Let's check. Yeah. 2 garrison points are lost. That's not good. So now I will retaliate. I'm going to again use my A battery. I roll 3 dice and I roll a 5, which means 1 hit. So now I need to roll 3 or more, and I roll a 6. So this one is hit. Now it's reduced to a strength 2. So what I'm now, by 2, so it's now a strength 1. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to use my fuel, and I'm going to launch this Wildcat, and I'm going to attack with that Wildcat. So basically what happens first is I'm going to deploy this Wildcat in this area. Now this ship can evade. So in order to evade, what this ship needs to do is it needs to roll, and it has 1 roll, 1 die. And it rolls a 2, so it doesn't evade. Now the wildcat can try and hit it 3 times. I get 3 dice. I roll 3 ones, which is enough because the strength of this ship used to be 3, but it's now reduced by 2. So basically this means this ship is out of action. It goes into the Emperor's Glory box. Very good. The wildcat returns to the airfield. No, actually, yeah, it returns to the airfield. Or actually, does it return to the airfield or does it go to the yeah, to the airfield box. Okay, so next turn we roll 2 dice. We roll a 1, so we get to draw 1 chit. And this 1 chit is a +1 to hit. So now this ship gets to move. It rolls a 3, it's now in range. It rolls 2 dice. And it hits on a 6, it doesn't get it 6, so it doesn't hit. So I'm now going to attack it with the L battery first. And I need to roll a 6. I'm going to spend an ammunition marker. And I roll a 5, which is 1 hit point. And I roll a 4, so it's hit. Seeing as this is a patrol boat, it actually is out of action after 1 hit. So it goes to the Emperor's Glory box. We roll 2 die. As you can see, the game plays really quickly. I get to draw 6 chits. So I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. I'm going to reveal them one by one. So the first is an ammunition marker. The second one is also an ammunition marker. The third one is a Yankee grid marker. The fourth one is also an ammunition marker. I remember when Stuka Joe was playing this, he didn't get, Derek was playing this, he didn't get as many ammunition markers. We have a ship. We roll. It gets deployed in sector 3, which is over here. And another one is also, it's the Ubadi, which is the flagship. We roll for her deployment, and she's also in the 3, so she can't go in here because actually only 1 division is allowed to go into 1 area. So we roll again, and we roll a 3 again. Okay, now we roll a 2, so the Ubadi goes into the 2. So now we start movement. The Ubadi goes first. And I roll a 4, so she actually moves laterally. Next one is this one. It would now move into the section where the Ubadi is, which doesn't work, so we have to roll again, and on a 5 it actually moves over here. None of them are in range of anything, but what I am going to do is I'm going to spend 2 fuel just to launch my 2 wildcats, so that they are actually in the air patrol area. So we roll 2 dice. And we roll a 5 and a 3, so we get to draw 5 chits. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the fifth one is again a ship, and we deploy it in area 4. Next one is an ammo marker. The one after that is a fuel marker. Then we get another ship. This time it's a transporter ship, which means it cannot attack. It gets placed into the first sector, and the last one is also a boat, and it's of the 30th division. We don't have the 30th division. It would go into 3, but there is somebody already in 3. So, but that's okay because it's not in the same segment of the circle, so that's okay. So now we start movement again. We start at the top. On a 1, this transporter moves here. The Ubadi on a 4 moves here. The 18th moves over here on a 2. Then we have this one up here. It moves on a 6 in here. In here. And the last one on a 6 moves over here. We have no one in range, so there is not going to be any fighting. So again, next phase, exploration phase, discovery phase. We roll a 4, so we get to draw 4 chits. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Reveal them one by one. Fuel. Ammunition. Yankee grid marker. And a ship. It's the 29th, and we already have a ship from the 29th Destroyer Division, so we will just put it with that particular ship. So we're going to move again. We're going to start at the top. The transporter moves over here. It's now in range of our guns, but it can't attack us because it doesn't have any attack capability. The Yubari moves also into range, but she can attack. Next one over here. Next one over here. And these two now move together because they are one, they belong to the same division, and they move in here. So now these ones here are not in range, so we can't do anything with them. So seeing as everybody is in a range 6, we will take it from the top. This one cannot attack because she is just a transport ship, so she can't move, she can't attack. So the Yubari though, she has a capability of 4, so we have to roll 4 dice. I only have 3, so she will hit on a 6. First roll is 2 5s and a 2, so no hit. Last roll is also a 2, no hits. Then next one, 2 6s already and a 5. So this one will hit twice, so we're going to determine where. A 5 is the ammunition depot, we remove 1 marker, and a 1 is this particular shore battery, so this is now reduced to fire only 1 shot. Next one, that's actually all of them, no other results are possible. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be firing. We're going to use the B battery first, and this can hit anything that has a red circle, so everything here, including the Yubari. So we're going to start here at the top. We're going to roll 3 dice, and I'm going to spend 1 ammunition marker. So I get a +1 on all my rolls, and I need a 6, and I roll 2, 3, and 3, even with a +1, that's a miss. So now we're going to use this battery here, and we're going to only roll 1 die. I'm going to spend again, and I roll a 2, again a complete miss, and that's, oh no, we can actually use this one as well because the A3 is in range of this particular ship over here, and so we get to roll 3. I'm going to spend another marker because why shouldn't I? And I roll a 5, which is modified to a 6, so now I get to try and hit it once. And I roll a 3, which is not enough, but I'm going to use a Yankee grid marker to re-roll, and it's a 2, so basically that didn't help. Okay, this is the end of this turn. As you can see, it's not going too well. Now we have the housekeeping phase, and we get to turn over this marker to a smoke marker, so on the next turn we're going to get to roll 2 dice. So roll 2 dice now. 5, exploration phase, we're going to draw chits again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is an oil. Oh! We forgot the wildcat phase. Okay, now we're going to use the wildcats, and we are going to attack the Yubari, and we're going to deploy both wildcats here. So the Yubari gets 4 dice to evade. So she evades 1, 1. So this wildcat will attack with a strength of 2, and it rolls a 5 and a 4, so 2 hits. Which means the Yubari is out of action and ends in the Emperor's Glory box. So this wildcat now doesn't have a single target, so it gets moved back, so they both end up in the airfields. That's fine. I just wanted to take out the Yubari. How this works is if we have 6 ships that are out of action, either destroyed or withdrawn, this game phase ends. So now we're going to, we drew already 5 chits, so the first one is an fuel, then we get a 30th division, goes here. fuel. A patrol boat is stationed over here. And then lastly, we get 1 ammunition. Now the ships move. So the closest ones move, so we're going to start at the top. On a 4, this one moves here. The next one moves on a on a 4, it moves over here. These two move together on 1 roll because they're 1 division. They roll a 4, so they just move over here, which means that these two can only move into this area, so I don't even need to roll, they have to go there. And lastly, this one rolls a 1, so it moves laterally, so it won't be approaching us just yet. So, okay, now attack. We will take it from the top. This one can't attack because it's a transporter. This one will attack and it has 4. Actually, this one should have been removed. No, actually, it shouldn't have been removed. So we roll 3 dice first, and it hits on a 5 or more, so it has 1 hit already. We roll for damage, and we damage number 3, so the airfield, so 1 wildcat is destroyed. Can I offset that, actually? Yes, I'm going to actually discard 1 Yankee grid marker because I don't want to lose my plane just yet, and it gets to roll 1 more time. It rolls a 1, so no hits there. These 2 get to hit on a 6, so I roll for the first one, 1, 3, and 4, no hits. Second one, 2, 1, 4, no hits. Again, 5, 4, 4, no hits. 1, 4, 2, 4, 4, no hits. So that was actually quite lucky. So now we're going to attack. We're going to start from the top, attacking this boat with 3 dice. We hit on a 6 and 5, and I roll 2 6s, so basically, in theory, I can damage this. So I roll, and I roll a 4, which is 1 damage. And that is enough because this one is going to be removed. Oh, actually, I'm going to spend a Yankee grid marker and re-roll the 1 to see if, do I get another hit? No, I don't. So, okay, this is it. Next, we have this battery here rolling 2 dice, attacking this boat up here. It rolls a 5, so that's a hit. And let's see, do we do damage? No, we don't. So that was not so good. Now we're going to use this particular battery down here, rolling 3 dice, and we're attacking this boat over here. We need a 5 or higher. We get 2 hits, so we roll 2. And we roll a 5 and a 6, so this boat takes 2 hits, so this means it is destroyed. Now it's the wildcat phase. We're going to use 2 fuel to bring both wildcats into the air. And we're going to send this one over here. This ship now can evade using 2 dice. It rolls a 6, so we're reduced to 1 hit for the wildcat. The attack die is a 2, which is enough to hit this boat, so this boat also is destroyed. I keep calling them boats, probably somebody's going to kill me for that. And now we're going to use this wildcat, and we are going to attack this ship down here, which has 3 dice to evade. It rolls 1 6, so I get to attack with 2 dice. And I roll a 5 and a 3, which is 2 hits, which means this ship is also destroyed. Which means that now this turn ends, or this phase ends, because when I turn this camera slightly over, we have 2, 4, 6 ships in the Emperor's glory box. They have all been destroyed. So this means that we are now finished. Now what we have to do is we have to determine how many chips are left. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we finished the game, this phase here, on the eighth, with 8 more chits to go. This is now very important when we take the second phase, which is the second invasion attempt, which plays slightly differently. So I will now, because also the battery is dead on my camera, I will now stop the game here. I will do the housekeeping and then I will play the second invasion later.